Hello and welcome along to central France and the city of Vichy, an area that is so well known for its architecture and expansive parks. And today it's the rugby stars of the future who get to show their quality in these rather splendid settings. What a day to play rugby. We've already had 3 quality matches. Let's see how this one holds up, which is sure to be a good one. It's the final match of round 1 in the men's under-18 Six Nations at the Stade Louis Dragon. It is Ireland and Wales that take to the field. Before we get going, we'll pause for the national anthems. Well, a good crowd in for this, which is a festival of rugby. Irish fans up off their seat as we have a quick look at the two sides. Well, Wales, they're skippered by back row Kerrig Smith, a product of the Arberg Rugby Club. There are 3 Cardiff forwards in the pack, in front row Dylan Barrett, Thomas Howe and Alfie Perzowski, who is out of the Glandorf school. Kerwin Leggett-Jones is the man to watch out for at number 10. He started in the final of the schools and colleges recently with Landovery. Jack Harrison at inside centre has also played a lot of rugby with the Bath club at under 18 level. That is Richie Pugh's 15 starters. There also is plenty of players that are on the bench. What about their opponents, Ireland? Well, they're led by tight head prop Harry Gosling. Lee Fitzpatrick and Ben Duran join him in the front row. Conor McVicker has excelled this season. He is at scrum half with Paul Neary of St Mary's College at number 10. The electric Ronan Kelly was the match winner against England in the 50th anniversary schools fixture at the Mardyke last week. 10 of these players in the squad won provincial schools cup titles, so there is a lot of high quality. 16 to 26, all 10 subs should get on today. If not, they are guaranteed a start in one of the 3 fixtures that both of these countries will play over the next 10 days or so. Referee for this one is Damien Davasset. He's the man in the middle, normally an assistant in Pro D2 competition in France, but now it's his debut in the Under-18 festival. And away we go in the sunshine from number 10 Paul Neary, Leinster and St Mary's fly half, and Wales clear their lines in the red jersey. These two have actually played this time last year in a development competition in Dublin. A lot of these players were playing for both teams, so they know each other of some sorts. There will be a first line out for Lee Fitzpatrick. Gets a few words of wisdoms from Ben Duran. Fitzpatrick out of the Newbridge College Club. School, I should say, and that is a good early arrow for him. Wales backpedaling at the moment. Fitzpatrick been struggling with an injury, but good to see him back out there, and he breaks clear. Scrum half in McVicker. He's on his shoulder, but he gets back in full position in those rather dazzling red boots of his. But first penalty of the day goes to the green of Ireland. And Michael Hodge in the coaching box alongside Brian O'Connor. Brendan O'Connor and Jamie Kirk will be happy campers as they push it deep into the 22.
Yeah, you can count and adapt, so no problem. For you, Reds, for you, come.
Paul Neary following on the likes of Evan Moynihan in the Irish school ranch over the last couple of years, and another Darrow goes to the front. The banker ball, Wales do compete but don't just get it, and Fitzpatrick is in the saddle. Ireland looking to start pretty quickly as Osham Williams is penalised. Now they have their heavy bodies and men out. There is Ben Moore in the double duo of the Wallace back row. Schools Cup winners in Ulster, and now they go to Neary. He kicks out, there's a bit of a bounce, and Ireland take full advantage, and what a start in France. It looks to be the fullback, Finn Rowsome from Crescent College. I'll confirm that shortly. But inside 2 minutes, they start the ball rolling. Wales have hardly had a touch. McVicker, the delightful pass, a bit of luck as Leggett Jones gets a deflection, and up stepped Finn Rowsome. Scored against England a week or so ago, and he's at it again. A Munster player, simplest of 2 points and a full 7 points for Ireland. Scrum half will take on that kicking responsibilities in Conor McVicker as Ireland get a foothold in this game. Need a wee bit of luck, and they certainly got it, but Rowsome showed all the control at the tender age on this under-18 level, and that is a good clearance and a good exit. Wales play Georgia on the 14th and Italy next up, and lastly in match day 3. Come into this one having lost to Italy in a friendly, but did beat Scotland in a warm-up, and there comes their inside centre on the crashing run in Jax Harrison. Carwyn Pritchard has his pack where he wants him, the Bristol Bear in Williams. Bit of a colossal figure, taken over the head. No more call according to the French referee, and they all sort of stopped. In the end we play ahead. Cummings looks to get the spindle fibres working early on. Pritchard, part of this under-18 Dragon setup, got to a semi-final in their league. Ospreys the eventual winners, beating Cardiff. This time it's Ireland who give away a penalty in the offside mark, so both teams feeding each other and seething each other out, stripping the tackle. But in the end, it was the strength of Kerrig Smith, the Dragons captain and the Welsh captain, as he has a word with the referee. Gargantuan figure is Smith. Started his rugby at Abercan, 15 minutes outside of Newport.
For you.
Studies in Coleg Gwent in Cross Keys. Now Hoy from the Cardiff club wins his line out.
Jumping.
Wales looking for an early riposte.
Jumping.
Kai Jones going across the pitch with his
One stop.
number 2 in
On the
Ho
dead right.
just there, and they have a free play. Pritchard. Leggett Jones is there, but it won't be him, it'll be the inside centre, the battering ram. He has a touch of class in Harrison, a metre short now. Ireland scrambling, Wales look to use it effectively.
Still advantage.
Another advantage. Another eagle-eyed player rolls forward it in the wider channels. Richie Pugh will be happy with the response.
Jumping.
41-year-old Swansea coach.
Jumping across.
Managed one cap for the Welsh national side back in 2005.
Jumping across.
He coaches the Sevens programme, which he played in for 8 years, as well as the pathway coach. Thomas Hoy, very highly rated in Wales, and you can see why early on. Wins the early momentum, and there he is with the dive and over the line. And this time, it's the well-oiled Welsh machine. Get their opening try in this competition, and it's a good one. It's the work of all 8 bodies in the pack.
You have time.
Thomas Hoy was there, did the hard work, and then didn't he deserve it? The throw into the line-out was perfect, and the try a couple of seconds later to boot. Lovely strike from Leggett Jones. Goes to Llandovery College, back-to-back schools and college champions. Twice man of the match as well at the Principality Stadium. And see why all the headlines are about him over the last year. 4 Wales up-and-coming prospects. He'll be a happy man, and so will his pack. Neary goes long. Noah Williams, 6'4". Played a lot for Bristol in the under-18s Academy League in England.
No,
Now the weapon of Rhys Cummings, his left toe, that goes 50 metres. Doesn't find touch in the hot stepper of Neary. Somehow he gets it away ever so well into Ben Moore. The intercept comes, and that's gift wrapped, and now the chase, but Ireland won't get back because gallivanting is Kai Jones. A 50-metre dash from the workhorse, and he looked like an outside centre with all the pace in the world there. And Wales have turned this on its head early on through the scarlet, shining the brightest in Vichy. See what Ireland were doing. A wee bit telegraphed, and then when the second row over 6 foot got away, there was nothing Ronan Kelly could really do. Joined the Scarlets Academy at the age of 14, did Kai Jones. 2 from 2 from the right peg of Leggett Jones. And Wales mean business. that one. Will
In.
Jones
In. Use your 9.
will get longer as the years goes on as he tells those stories, and that's charged down.
4.
A
Offside.
bit overzealous from Jones's opposite man, Jonathan Giannetti
4.
from Castleknock School. The linchpin of their team for the last couple of years. Can play in the back row as well. Following on from the likes of Sam Wisniewski, the Irish under-20 fly half this year, and Fionn Gibbons, as well as Tom Farrell. It was a few years ago now he was playing at this level.
On the line.
Leggett Jones finds the safety of the touchline. To the back, it's exquisite in the line out. Such a good option to attack from, and you can see as Williams makes a bust. Ireland do well at the moment, but then the big man gives an intercept himself in Kai Jones.
Deliberate or forward?
I think it was Adam Boyd
8.
that was penalised.
Deliberate.
The referee pretty keen early on to give a yellow card.
And you have a break immediately.
Adam Boyd looks a bit perplexed.
8.
Great player he is, but not his finest moment there. As we have another look at this. From the tight angle, it's hard to see. Sort of slapped it back. Might be a wee bit harsh. Anyway, that's the final decision. You'll see him when he comes back on the paddock. At the moment, he's on the naughty list as he watches Leggett Jones try and land a three-pointer. Plenty of curl. And the straightness is so true. 3 from 3. From Leggett Jones, it's not a bad fly half on the bench as well. And Ben Comer, one of the Scarlets and one of Cardiff. That one sails over the initial jumper, but safety comes in behind. It's well replenished by Wales. Standing start from Kai Jones. Keeps the ball close to his chest as Ireland look for some venom at that breakdown. Leading by example is Fitzpatrick, and then the spiral from Leggett Jones goes downtown. Bouncing balls, the pitch looks as immaculate as anyone. It's been played on as Neary flicks the wrists. Rossum
Back.
plays his part. Ireland like to get their systems going. Cries of carry. Neary, nice and flat. They're looking to spin as the dummy in the inside. Might well have been Bernard White, Leinster Senior Cup winner with Blackrock, scoring a couple of tries in that campaign. Their 72nd title at that level. White and Johnny O'Sullivan,
On the line, offside.
probably the two best centres as a pair anyway throughout the Leinster Schools Cup. And
On the line, offside.
Carter Pratchard gives away a penalty, so an easy bit of meterage for Ireland. And Paul Neary to pump this long. Referee very hot in that call. Seen both teams work their line out and their mould to good effect here. In the opening 13 minutes is 35-minute halves.
Contest.
As soon as they say that, the
Option.
line out to the spiralling Jonathan Giannetti wasn't straight, and Wales call for the scrum.
Here, right foot.
Carter Pritchard currently at the Cardiff and Vale Rugby College. Latest club rugby as a youngster with Carfilly. Several Welsh internationals like Roger Bidode and Steve Fenwick out of that club. Again, what about that for Cummings? Will the bounce work? That is absolutely ridiculous. 50-22 plus the rest. Will not find a better kick at this level, I would not have thought, or over the next 10 days in this Six Nations Under-18 Championship. It was booming from Rhys Cummings.
Back, please.
Execution, an absolute delight. Thomas Hoy wins it again off the line out, but
Number 4.
just when the pivot man come round the corner, they were in front.
Number 4.
As you
Obstruction.
can see, so there's an obstruction. In the last 12 months, we have seen that come into play a lot more. So Ireland press the release valve. Paul Neary doesn't quite do the same as Rhys Cummings, but certainly puts his toe into it.
Numbers, be ref. Numbers. Three numbers. 5, yeah. 2 plus.
Not too many between Johnny Sexton and Paul Neary at this level
That's right.
for St Mary's.
Option. Scrum.
They've played Irish schools this time.
Last time, boys.
Certainly in the fly-half role, that is. As
Thank
Ireland have their line-out woes. As we see Adam Boyd return to the fray and look to make amends.
Bind.
Brother of Jacob,
Sit.
former Irish under-20 and recent Ulster debuted against Benetton.
Side.
And his father played
Go
for
straight,
Ulster
1.
and Bath and
Go
Clem.
straight. 1.
Ben Duran penalised for the referee by the referee in the dark arts of the scrum. Kicking has been top drawer. Leggett Jones puts his team 10 metres from the Irish try line.
Oh, cross it.
1.
What?
1 first.
Fly half from Carmarthen.
Same. Contest. Go straight. Options, captain.
Here, what?
Look at
No,
that
no,
rinse
just
and
go.
repeat for the last couple of lineouts.
1 rep max. 1 rep max, boys.
Thomas Hoy sure is disappointed with that.
Keep space. Keep space.
Hasn't done much wrong
This is really like them,
as the Wales number 2 so far.
Crouch.
Space.
Bind. 30. 30.
What up, boys?
Too early, so a free kick.
Back.
For the men in green. Vichy, this area. Such a lovely part of the world.
Help him.
Their club team plays in Federal 2 of the French division. So with the free kick being, it will be a Welsh line and good
No,
competition.
back.
Giannetti proving a thorn in the Welsh side as Marshall Williams didn't get clean ball and comes back in the hands of McVicker. Oh, the pirouette as
Not if. Tackle.
Williams tries to hold the player up. Not much luck this time. Now White. And Ireland looking to move it coast to coast. James Brown. Hardly seen him yet. He is a deadly finisher. This time has to do the industrious stuff. And after going backwards, stayed strong in the tackle. Vicar Neary. Fitzpatrick offering himself up.
I've been dead.
Hoy
Tackle. Advantage 9.
Was given offside.
Move
Not
away.
rolling away. Referee does want a quick game.
Yeah, penalty.
That's exactly what we want to see.
Make sure they're not coming in and trapping them.
Yeah. Easy for me. Take her first, yeah.
So disciplined at this level. And very polite at that matter.
What's a break? Captain, what's a break? Yeah.
Because of the temperatures, well into their 20s. They will have a water break. So 2 tries to 1. And plenty of points through Leggett Jones off the tee. We'll be back shortly, but at the moment it's Wales with the ascendancy. 17 points to 7.
Yeah, yeah. I see that. Yeah, no problem. Perfect. Okay for you? Good? Ils ont fait quoi là? Là. Dis-le. Ça, je le regarde pas en fait.
C'est un des coachs qui nous l'a dit.
Non mais il a raison. Fais gaffe. Mets-toi dedans. Ça, on est tranquille. Mets-toi dedans, mets-toi dedans. Voilà. Ireland. Ireland on the line. Back.
So back in play. Plenty of hydration and H2O. All 30 players. Fitzpatrick. Now Ireland into the 22. Jamie Walsh comes down, calls the shots.
Finish.
Now Fitzpatrick's there. Tape round his left ankle. Thomas Hoy gives a free play for Ireland to attack the gain line. Where is that ball? Not even the scrum half McVicker knows, and then he loves that kick in behind, testing everyone. Can Ireland make another bit of joyous occasion? Bernard White thought he had his first of the championship, but there was a hand, and it was an Irish hand, so has gone forward. And from Temple Patrick Primary, Conor McVicker, the lower 6 at Belfast Royal Academy. Always scanning. That's what he's done all year in the school jersey. Part of the Ulster Inter-Pro team that won last summer. First time in 8 years. Likes of Tom Stewart was before him in this green jersey.
Wait. Back.
Play was at a standstill. Now Ireland in a great position. Stolen at the front. Thief in the night sort of stuff, and then comes round the corner. The big forward puts his toe on it. Now James Bryant in open country, steps one way. Well tackled by Jack Harrison.
Finish here, finish.
Was one of the Welsh members that played against Irish under-18s this time last year in Terranure.
2-4.
That's a huge momentum swift
Right.
for
2-4.
Wales as they make 50 metres when they were under all sorts of pressure on the pump. Ireland at times have been architects of their own downfall. Leggett Jones, not one ounce of nerve in his body.
How many?
Record 50 players out of Llandovery College have gone on to play over 50 for Wales between 1881 and 2024. He'll be looking to do likewise.
We don't know. A lot of receiver.
At the moment he's concentrating on the under-18 stage.
A lot of receiver.
Just watch him with the numbers. They've done it twice now.
He's not on the low, so it's your job to complete. Okay?
Ireland the beneficiaries this time at that line out.
On the line.
Just a free kick, so
On the line out, please.
Hoy has the ball in his hands once more. To the front, to the captain in Smith. Now the gliding run of Harrison.
No,
Thomas
play
Hoy,
on.
very robust in the collision zone. Now moving it from forwards and backs. Bailey cuts.
Rip,
Cuts by
play
name
on.
and cuts by nature as he glides through the middle. Might have been a knock on. Referee felt otherwise.
You're on the ground.
Hands on the floor
Hard.
for Conor McVicker.
Play on.
Watch the head.
No.
He's down. He's down, so time's
No,
up.
no.
Time's up.
Play on.
Wales
Play on.
players feel there was a
Yeah,
high
doctor.
collision. Referee wants to play on. As he saw it in real time. Feels it was a rugby challenge, you suspect, and part of the game.
Ça c'est bon.
I understand. No problem.
Another resounding kick
Yeah,
from the
perfect.
10.
Yeah, Mark.
Nice friend from Bailey Cuts in the Cardiff apprentice programme at the club over the last year.
Ouais, parfait.
Part of the well-oiled machine that is Glandaff for school. Likes it. Jamie Roberts, Nicky Robinson, Lewis Reach coming out of that programme. Also, Abercorn was his club alongside the school. Bailey Cuts, part of the cracking semi-final this year. Sadly for him, they lost 49-46 to Llandovery. He played a huge role in it.
On Mark.
See the tired bodies
6.
already as there is a change in the Wales front row. New man at number 16, Tyan Hall. So Thomas Hoy, let's hope he is here is okay, as the first touch from Hall is a good one, and slowly but surely they're trying to work it, but Ireland stem the tide, and they do even more than that. The nuts and bolts were perfect from this Irish pack as they shuffled them all towards the sideline. They get the turnover. Yes, they are camped on their own line, but they have the pill. That's all that matters.
On 5.
The impetus was with the Welsh. The tenacious Irish defence was for all to see.
Crouch! Bind!
Brendan O'Connor in the forwards row. And the assistant coach
Reset quickly, please.
be proud of his
Keep
team's
the
effort
space. Let's go.
in that instance.
Let's go. Quick reset.
Loose. Come on, Edmund. Go get Max.
That's McVicker's weapon of choice here.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Push from the Irish pack. Quickly the front row, and Bernard White cuts a mean angle. Now back to the fly half.
Wait!
Nice bit of footballing skills from the Wales back three, and then Rhys Cole meets his match. Cole did ever so well. Tyan Hall played the decoy this time, and here's Bailey Cuts. Shovels it to his 15, and Cummings need to be careful. Do Ireland. Good tackle. And over the ball from Boyd. Oh, he's made amends, has Adam Boyd. Tracked every bit of Rhys Cummings there. and had the wherewithal to get 2 mitts on it. He jumped up as if he had scored a try. He deserved that. Did the lower sixth from East Belfast in RBAI. Not the touch finder that Neary wanted. Then the low spinning kick travelled along the floor.
Thanks, Romain.
Neary thought about
Perfect.
flicking it away, but did the sensible thing. Very prevalent Paul Neary with ball in hand. And Duran.
Tackle!
Blackrock loose head prop.
No, not on the ball first. You didn't!
Into the skies from McVicker. The test comes and passed by Noah Morgan. Bit of a hop, skip and jump. Pritchard giving himself that extra second as Leggett Jones. It's a nightmare kick through, but pass with flying colours. Now Ireland shoveling along this back line.
On the kick.
Brown. All he saw was a big dam. It was blocked by the Welsh team.
Play on.
Right, the running from Jamie Walsh, former Bruff Rugby club man under Ross Cray. Referee with a shrewd blast of the whistle, just wants a word. And even more than that, another yellow card
Full play.
in the opening half an hour. This time goes to Wales, so they'll be down to 14 for the next couple of passages of play.
30 minutes. Yes, but after.
Noah Williams, so
okay.
one number 8
Let's
follows the other to the naughty chair. In at the side, referee picked him out.
Ball, please.
Sent him on his way. This time last year, Ireland lost to France quite heavily, then come back in match 2 and 3, beating Scotland and Italy.
Good.
See there, Williams stepping over everyone. I think he was offside and in at the side all in one go. Over 6'4", hard to miss. Now Ireland try something different. Fitzpatrick, and the line comes from James Brown. Makes good meterage. Wheels need to roll away.
Yes, no problem.
Kozowski does
You
indeed.
grab it.
Pretty slick from Fitzpatrick.
No advantage.
Ships it
Play
on. Much better from Michael. From Ireland, I should say. Michael Hodges' team. Durant pumps the Pistons. Vicker once more. It's the towering second row. Comes back inside against the green. Does Walsh. Boyd. You have to see him in full flight. Good protection from him. Now the loose head once more. Durant, tidy work. Over the top, Bernard White. Needs to spill it and control it.
On ball.
Super stuff. Could have been a very different outcome there. And now John Rogers, the Wallace High School captain, sort of cut loose on his own. Needed an extra assister. And in there. And it was lynched by the Welsh. And on their line, their mettle was tested.
30 minutes pour le carton. Enfin, il a pris à la 30e.
And they come out trumps.
Do you want to go?
Yes, let's go. 2 minutes.
Real gallant defensive
Let's go, play on.
set by the Welsh.
Captain, 2 minutes.
Couple of minutes before half time. It's been a pretty entertaining affair, like all games today.
Back.
Italy beating Georgia, then England against Scotland. That was rather one-sided. And Spain, of course, first time playing at this level. Didn't they do well
That's right.
in the under-18 Six Nations for the
Not
first
right.
time. It was France,
No.
one of the dominant
Okay.
forces
Yeah, that's
at
it.
this level.
Option.
One out.
Yeah, substitution.
36 points to
if
12.
the injury, substitution, play on. No, play on. If the injuries, we have substitution, play on.
In a scrum there. Mark, just, yeah.
Scrum.
Tyann Hall out of the Reset Club in Carfilly.
Let's
Really
go,
is a
boys.
feeder club for the Newport Gwent Dragons. Goes to school at College Gwent,
Seven.
Cross Keys. Very much
Let's go.
a Newport man.
Yeah. Seven. Come back.
Referee just wants a word with John Rogers. Fine
Grove.
Gaelic footballer as well.
Bind.
An All-Ireland winning
Sorry.
medal with Down Miners. Gonna be back in line there as another free kick.
Hurry.
Comes from the scrum. We've seen plenty of that.
Again one.
To one side or the other.
Use it.
Looks to be a bit long.
Play on. You need to talk.
A couple of times the referee has got a bit confused with the player, and I'm
On
not
the
sure
ball.
Fionn Roussom expected that, but he played on anyway.
Ball.
Carried into the tackle. Referee says that will be that at half time. In Vichy, fairly entertaining. Ireland starting very quickly, but Wales having their purple patch and more than that.
You need to speak.
So
You don't speak.
Michael Hodge with a big team talk needed at Wales,
And if
very
you
much
want-
in control at 17 points to 7 here in the lovely sunshine.
It's too late.
We'll be back shortly for the second half.
On that last one there.
Well, you're very welcome back to the Stade Louis d'Argonne. As we see the current leaders, Wales, come back out after their rest and recuperation in this rather tasty match day 1 fixture. 19 degrees at the moment. Ireland with it all to do. 10 points to make up this game at this level. Always ebbs and flows. Who knows what they expect. But at the moment, happier off camp comes with Corwin Leggett-Jones. He has the ball in 2 hands. Away we go. In centre of France for the second 35 minutes. Bouncing ball.
Green back. Green back.
Ambiguity in the Irish defensive line, but mopped up very well from number 9 and Conor McVicker.
Stay. Well, let's go. On the line.
On the return for Tom Hoy. So the starter is back and ready to get into work, and he certainly missed being out there. Bulldozing run at Paul Neary. Free play as well, and Pritchard likes that.
You have advantage. 12.
Ireland standing as the ball goes to the skies. Taken in full command at the back for Ireland.
10, please. Boats.
There was a penalty coming, and you would suspect the scoreboard will tick over once more. We may as well reach the 20-point mark. Hunting down where's Noah Morgan. Never got there. James Brown, very clinical in the air. Another one. He sacks the uprights. 4 from 4 from Corwin Leggett-Jones. First blood in the second half to Wales as he galvanises his team out there. Now with the extra 10 subs, we'll keep you up to date as and when it happens. We expect to see plenty of them commanding the air. Sean Williams, the Bristol Bear. Ireland making the tackle and pilfering. Lee Fitzpatrick, low centre of gravity, carrying his team forward. McVicker getting his skates on. And now the bust from Ben Moore. Oh, away he goes, the back row forward. That's what he's done in Lisburn all throughout the year, and then his school teammate and John Rogers starts to get in the act. It's a bit of a Wallace duo.
Offside.
Now McVicker, once it does Neary, well taken from Tom Bell.
Okay, good contest.
Right in the sternum, the outside centre from Regent House.
Perfect. Never on Tom. Last is good. Yeah.
Quite a good story.
Never
Tom Bell.
Never onside. I don't know. 2 players.
Schools outside centre today. Last time player did that was his current schools coach
Substitution.
in Palmer Eckers.
Your mark.
Rugby Braids out. Real good headlines.
Yeah. Your mark.
That's Tom Bell.
Come. Your mark here.
He's looking to shine in the green jersey. Coached under Brian McLaughlin as well at school. Former Ulster coach, and he'll be watching on proudly as Fitzpatrick moves forward and steams towards the line. Oh, how about that? He's done it all on his own. And Ireland are back in the hunt in Vichy. Lee Fitzpatrick. No one in that Welsh defensive line was getting anywhere near him. He caught them napping.
Thank you.
He flew out of the Brox. Wales were maybe expecting them to stay tight. Bit of a mismatch on Carter Pritchard. Strong as an ox. Was the Leinster under 18 and now Irish under 18 with the number 2 in the back of his jersey. Right, wide on this touchline. Fades back. And inside the post, a cracker from Conor McVicker, doing what Leggett Jones has done all day. Now Ireland are asking the questions, step by step. And that's what they needed after a tricky period.
Inside, Brian. Unit 9.
So much happening. The Stade Louise d'Aragon. That was redoubtable from Lee Fitzpatrick. Missed the English game, chomping to get fit and ready when they flew to France on Tuesday. Given the start, certainly making it count. Ireland steal it at the front, Jamie Walsh. Now they play through the middle. Staying strong, as usual, is Bernard White. Nice play from Prodyowski, could have easily given the penalty away. Through the tackle. Comes the numbers 26, I should say Jeff O'Sullivan, who has come on, and that was him. I mentioned it was James Brown, but it was Jeff O'Sullivan from the Terenure College. And now the winger puts it through, goes James Brown, and Ireland cantering. The ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the scrum half. And this game keeps riding headlines. And McVicker gets Ireland even closer to this Welsh scoreline. Now just a point behind with the conversion to come. Oh, he ripped it off the right hand. James Brown had the diligence to kick it through, with Ronan Kelly pressuring Carwyn Leggett Jones, and then when it skipped up, McVicker, he recently did that in the big stage at the Kingspan Stadium. Now he's at it in the Stade Louise d'Aragon.
Okay.
So the man who scored the try misses the conversion to the left of the poles. Probably still buzzing with excitement and catching his breath. He's Cummings couldn't get the block down. Leggett Jones with the player on ball is Ronan Kelly. An absolute pest.
Finish here.
Whatever's been said in the Irish dressing room at half time has worked.
Out.
Referee makes that very clear. Was out in the full, so must have just been outside the 22. Maybe a bit of trepidation in the Welsh camp. They've done it before. Straight to 6. What an arrow. The inside ball from Pritchard to Rhys Cole. In the sides, but the referee isn't having any of it. Thomas Hoy into the collision zone. On his shoulder is Przowski. Cardiff player Leggett Jones swings this open side, and then the fend from Harrison. One more stretch from him.
First man, Brian.
And where is that ball? I'm pretty sure the referee has given it a try, but the assistant referee has his flag up.
Ball carrier on the touch before.
Agree. Good turnover, as you agree, and then he's in touch.
Touch and.
Red line.
Okay. Captain.
Last chance saloon in this part for Ireland, and they made a
Good
count.
turnover, but not try because before line out, Wales, okay?
Okay.
Not try, line out.
Lovely carry from the 12, and then he was tackled by Bernard White.
How many? We don't know. Free kick. One more and last time.
Ireland
One guys, come after.
winning another free kick. Wales pretty despondent. Wind has just picked up. Neary not happy with
Where's? Free kick.
for the
free
linesman.
kick. Where's?
Assistant. Give him with the change off the kick. High grandson
Freon!
of former Megstead Bridgend and Wales B-Lock Billy. High. So
Freon
plenty
for
of
me for the contest.
rugby in that family. Leggett Jones.
Touch!
Full responsibility from the fly half.
Back! Directly to.
Just overstepped the mark. Another error in the backfield from Ireland.
Touch.
Question mark if it was touch in flight, but it wasn't, so right on the 22. We'll still have hopes of adding to their score after that. Serious spell from Ireland. The bust from the captain Smith. Into the open and wider grass comes Howe. Change at hooker for Ireland with Matthew Noble on. Sullivan upper player, and then the dummy, and the door is opened for the number 9 to go straight through, and Pritchard doesn't need a second invitation. The whippersnapper goes straight through, and the tries keep on coming in Vichy. Post and pillar, and a soft shoulder to canter into.
Thank you.
And the Dragons number 9 exploited it. Oh, so simple from Corwin Leggett Jones. All the time in the world and the points to match.
3 and 9. Who is the captain?
Frank Maher on there in that 19 jersey. One of two that have another opportunity at this level. Pretty incredible. Himself and Charlie O'Connor.
Back.
Bit of a bouncing ball with an assist.
Off it, really.
This one is Ollie Fitzsimmons.
Side. One side.
Ben Duran picked out of one of few. Gave away the penalty for Ireland. Luke Coffey on for Ireland in the 21 jersey, the 5th year. Blackrock College. Recently basking in the sunshine in Tallaght Stadium.
Box team one.
In that final, of course, his brother is Oliver. Played Irish under-20s in 2024 and under-18s at this level a couple of years ago.
Advantage not come.
Marcus
On ball. Play on.
now Wales trying to go through the heart.
Leave it!
Punch.
Ireland being pressed and tested. Maher
Tackle!
tries to spoil the Welsh party, but he's pushed back.
Advantage over.
Really is a Goliath as Neary tests his right shoulder. Leggett Jones, where's this backfield? Jeff O'Sullivan covers every blade of grass.
No forward. Finish! Right!
So comfortable. Throughout the Leinster Schools Cup campaign at fullback, also adding loads in attack.
On the board.
Coffey with his first pass. The kick comes through
No,
from
no. Back,
Bernard
back.
White. I'm not sure what that was about, but we'll all have a breather. No harm. From the return from Leggett
Right.
Jones.
Let's go.
Injured most of the year, Noble. So lovely to see him out there, but his
Contest, no straight.
first
Option.
line out becomes a bit of an issue.
Captain,
He'll put
option.
that to the back of his head.
Come.
Let's go, boys.
You certainly hope for him in that blue hat. Really is a
Let's go.
workhorse,
Cookie.
Go for a roll. Come on.
Yeah.
just like Fitzpatrick, who started in the middle of that scrum.
Goes here. Goes here.
Come on, mate. You're loose. Come on, come on. How do you want to finish? Second shoot.
You can see Jonathan Giannetti
Whoa!
moving 2-6.
Mind.
I think Giannetti seized
Set.
it there a couple of minutes ago. Certainly 5 or 10 when he stole the ball on the line out. We're on the floor now, he's trying to make a tackles. Bouncing. Cummings rolls forward. Now the snipe right the back of the hand from Leggett Jones. Nice tackle from Tom Bell.
Tackle.
Fitzsimmons, as you would suspect, putting himself about. Now they move it. Oh, the speed of transfer is lovely. And then the outside runner in, Bailey cuts, draws the man, but the pass to Noah Morgan, who had the try line
Yeah. Yes.
4 there for him in full colours, but it was just behind him.
Option.
And Ireland survive once more.
Option.
Cuts,
Scrum.
gallivanting.
Forward. Option scrum.
Maybe O'Sullivan would have got there, but he would have had the race.
Substitution.
Will the Welsh
9. Substitution. And 6.
feel the force of that
Il y a
later
un
on
par
tonight
contre,
if this game
ah,
comes back on the
il passe
Irish
capitaine
side?
au Pays de Galles et qui
That
passe
could have been a
capitaine
killer
en
blow.
Irlande, s'il vous
18
plaît.
minutes left. Would have gone up to 13 points, if not 15, between the two. It doesn't still
We use
an
the water
8-point
break
game.
now. Water break now. Water break now. And substitution.
Ireland have a couple of days off, and then it's Scotland
13.
on Monday.
13.
Then they finish off against the Georgians.
Substitution,
Played out
yes.
another belter in the opening match today against Italy.
Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. We have top, we use the water break.
So we'll take a breather, as do the players. There's a lot of Welsh replacements get ready to go and have a few last warm-ups, but we will have a water break. 27-19. The Welsh lead here in France.
Yes. And
Yeah.
thank you.
Do you want to
And
line,
13. Okay.
do you have the line up now? And they come down, and it's like a peel, right? Do you know, as soon as 12 breaks the 10 metre line, can we
Yeah, yeah.
as well?
The last penalty, it's offside line. Yeah. Yeah.
Keep on. I want red marks here, lads. Come on. Go. Let's box someone up. Let's go.
Welcome back, as changes keep coming thick and fast. Luca Woodard
Come on,
out of Gloucester.
Come.
Now goes to Wycliffe College in Gloucestershire. Also, Tayan Chatham from the Dragons. Played a bit of
Crouch!
rugby league growing up.
Bind!
Now part of the under-18s Dragons academy team, on in the 20 jersey. The wheel comes, and now the one against the head. So Ireland feeling the heat
Back,
in the
back.
sunshine at the scrum time, and a first touch for Chatham. More again, but the bounce comes up, and is the ball over the line? Referee's going to have a good look at this.
Pour moi, Romain, il gagne de l'espace au sol.
Was the tackle complete?
On the
Wales
ground.
think they've scored, but they haven't. It was a roll, and also the tackle was made.
On the ground.
So this Irish rear guard
Tim.
reaps the rewards for squeezing every drop off that scrum, which initially didn't go their way. Carter Pritchard, that's a good reception. Had a fine afternoon. Matthew Noble just dealing with the sun. Slapped into the air.
Advantage.
Noble wins it and keeps it in play.
Knock on, no
First hand
advantage.
was a Welsh mid. So they rejoin the fray at scrum time.
Yeah.
Cardinal
Complete.
part of the game for the Irish.
Complete breakthrough, please.
And we see this
Let's
light,
go.
carefree backline. Look to entertain, but more importantly, cause Wales a bit of havoc. First things first. Scrum needs to be won.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Coffey so close,
Advantage.
and wings up the wrists, and then inside on that trail line
On.
from James Brown. Few scrum penalties today, and Mary gets close to the referee on that mark. Unrelenting physicality from both teams.
Woo receiver. Come on.
Following on, Sullivan, Matthew Noble from the likes of Conor McKee, George Sanderson. Both a good product that come out of the Hollywood school. Brown tackled in midfield, and Wales, the dumper trucks. Apologies for the language, but
On.
Thomas Howe,
10.
jubilant from him. So powerful on the floor. Initially was clinical from Ireland, and then when Neary had the winger there, he was lined up. Prisanowski. Dived on the ball, did Matthew Noble.
In.
Coffey. Not quite now or never for Ireland. White.
We're on.
That skip pass. Good tackle from the 21 in Woodard. Not making too much headway so far. Will change. Certainly looking to use every single player in the green jersey. Ronan Kelly. How quick was he against England? Hasn't got given too much space so far. Neary looks for the chink in the Welsh armour. Nice work from Frank Marr. Just fourth year. Not many Irish under-18s at the tender age of I make it 16, but Wales again winning the ground and the war on the floor. Whether it's their forwards or their backs are all at it. Rhys Cummings, the man out of Maythorpe Rugby Club, not too far away from Abbeyvale. Started for Cardiff in the under-18 final against Ospreys. Scored tries against Scotland in the warm-ups in Newcastle, but there, first man was in, he was over the ball. Great jackal. Very easily had 7 on the back of his jersey. He wants a quick game. Slap back. So comfortable. Was wooded. Miscommunication in the midfield, but gracefully picked up. Double tackle.
Knock on the tackle.
The referee has suggested just roll forward a couple of decibels. You would expect tired bodies, and that's why both coaches
and 12
are using the full complement of the 10 players who are on the bench at the start.
13.
Jack Hoskins,
13 substitution.
as well as Bobby Culvert on from Gonzaga. Brother Davy has plenty of skills to offer as well. Previously an Irish under 20. But now it's Bobby. It's the last 10 minutes plus whatever it has added, if there is any additional time.
Set. Finish.
And pick up on Noah Williams. Go one way and then to the right hand side. Up in the air. And this time the referee does feel.
10.
Jeff O'Sullivan
Marcus here.
made it very clear what he wanted. Has played a lot in the wing, provincially with Leinster. Fullback. This is home as well.
10 minutes left.
He's got a lot of lead in the right toe there, as you can see.
Number. Let's go. Number.
Well stripped and Noble comes inside.
Back.
Coffey, the man who stole the ball in the line out. And then through the middle goes Marr. No one spotted him. Oh, the Warhorse. Is he there? He certainly is. He might be the youngest out there, but he's been one of the best since coming on. Frank Marr putting his name in the headlines in France. He'll be back again next year, but right now he's taking centre stage. The gap opened up, it just parted. And just like Kai Jones did at the start of this game in Welsh colours, it's Frank Marr in the green of Ireland.
Thank you.
Dazzling stuff. First kick of the day from Charlie O'Connor. Not to beat. Man, he's moved it out half recently from inside centre.
Substitution 5.
Schools Cup winner over a year ago. This year was beaten in a quarter final. He's another great prospect.
Substitution.
It's the cousin as well of Niall O'Connor, former Ulster and Connaught fly half. Turned the game, as well as many of these players, against England when they were trailing. Did Charlie O'Connor. What's he got in his locker today? And that tackle was textbook, plus a wee bit more. Comfortable off both toes.
Back, back. Our green.
Connor.
Our green in front. Back
One
again.
mistake from him, and then he gives another one away. And now Wales really looking to put the hammer down. Oh, very, very scrappy. You can see what Charlie O'Connor was maybe trying to do, but
Let's keep him in here then.
really it just needed to get out of town.
Good boy.
Thankfully for him, it was dropped.
Let's go then, George.
A player in a
Let's
red
go,
shirt.
play on.
Have a go.
Let's go, let's go, play on.
Come on, let's go. Yeah. You're loose. Oh, right. Push. That's good. Bring it forward. Take it through.
Crouch.
7 minutes to play in this stellar contest. What a day we've witnessed. One of the bright stars across the Six Nations. And when it comes down to it, they always say forwards win matches. In that instance,
Under
this
pressure.
Wales pack were dominant. There was only one place Leggett Jones was putting that.
11.
It was into the stands.
Substitution.
Yeah, box. Let's go.
Come back on. Good. Good receiver.
Reece Cole gets a well-earned rest as the ball goes to the back. O'Connor,
And there is knock on.
beady eyes from him, but takes it into the traffic.
Finish right,
Keeps the
finish.
ball alive.
Back, back, back.
This time Coffey
Use it. Advantage over.
does scoop it to the air. That's a contestable one. Well tackled from James Brown. Jeff Wall is in there. Blackrock, part of the Leinster wider panel, but over the last 6 months, taking his game to a different level. Got the rewards in the Irish jersey. Cuts. Swarmed up from Bobby Colbert.
Right.
May have been on the high side.
Ben. I have direct contact.
According to
On the
the
head.
French referee, and
By
might even be
23.
more. Let's have a listen.
He keep a high position, and I no degree of no mitigation. I agree with that or not?
Degree of danger, I'm going in a yellow card.
Yeah.
No degree. I agree with you, no mitigation, so happy with that.
So just yellow card for you.
Agree. So
Okay.
head contact,
Yeah. 23 and captain, please. Position is always height. We have a direct contact of the head, but not danger. It's just a yellow card.
John Rogers is now the captain. He's done for another years with Wallace as
Il le prend à la
Bobby
30e
Colbert
minute.
puts his head down to the turf. He has got a yellow card, just like Adam Boyd earlier.
Aye.
So Ireland could finish the game with 14 players. It's just seemed to be a yellow, and that is the right call. Ireland with it all to do is this Welsh pack creep closer towards the line. Harry Goslin's
sorti
back
ou pas?
in the fray.
Back.
Stolen on the floor, and Goslin,
Back on Rain.
the initial skipper,
Back on Rain.
took it in a stride but just dropped it. It was a tricky one to take.
See him again. Let's go, let's go. Big stop. Loose. Loose. Keep your boy. Go then, George. Second two. Yeah.
So
Crouch!
there's the depth. Passes of play coming from four Wales.
Set!
I suspect Leggett and Jones will be the puppet master when he gets it. But it says 9. And then the pumping hard yards. Good tackle from White. Needed to beat.
Ball is here, ball is here.
Hoskins was close to the line.
No, back.
Goslin's told to get out of there. Was in at the side. Wales looking to finish with a bit of style. Skipped over the top. from the 23 to the substitute in Brogan Leary. The Osprey to the Dragon, and that might just be that for Richie Pugh's team, and if it is, they have deserved it.
3 minutes left.
Hoskins toying with the Irish defence, who are down a man, and Leary, in his under-18 debut, slid home in the Stade Louis Gargan. He tries this afternoon. 4 from Wales, 4 from Ireland. The pugnacious Irish defence did wilt. Leggett Jones finally does miss one. Wouldn't be too far away from player of the match. Crew one. So 32-24. Man from Monmouth School, Albert Asher's Brogan Leary. Getting on the score sheet, coached at the Dragons by Kerry Jones and Adam Thomas. What experience to lend hand to the likes of these guys. Leggett Jones creeping forward and kicks it. Now the standing foot of James Brown. Goslin moves forward. He's not giving up any type of this battle, is Harry Goslin. Coffey.
Perfect.
O'Connor just in behind Matthew Noble. No turnover from Tion Hall. Won't be long left for Ireland to grab something. Get within 7, of course. There's a point up for grabs. And
back, 20, back.
ball trickles towards this touchline. O'Connor takes it back off his right winger, Ronan Kelly. St Gerard's School flying the flag, and in goes O'Sullivan doing the dirty work, clock in the red. Wales still putting 3 or 4 bodies. George Leyland coming at a rate of knots, causing mayhem at the breakdown. Cummings. Nice tackle from Jeff Wall, grabbing the right toe. Arwen Leggett Jones into the 22. O'Sullivan on the counter, hurdles and loses the ball in contact. Here's Leyland, scoops it away to the most recent try scorer in Brogan Leary.
Finish.
Last play into the stands, and it's a win for the Welsh. They get their campaign off in Vichy with an absolute bang. Ireland crestfallen. What a day we've witnessed here at the Stade Louis d'Aragon. Wins for Italy, France, England, and now Wales. Played at such high quality. Ireland will have to lick their wounds ahead of Scotland on Monday afternoon, but right now it's the Wales youngster. Let's have the sun shining on their backs as they take it here in the final match in round 1. Full credit to them. All 26 players showed their dynamism and their class, all led by Corwin Leggett Jones with his right toe. And they make it rain in the sun. In the sunshine, I should say. Full time here. It's Wales that have done and beaten Ireland 32 points to 24. Thanks for joining. It's been a wonderful start to the under-18 competition.